on the show. We've got myself, we've got JCB on my right, and we've got Abdullah Watches, the good man himself, down below. How are
Hi
you all
everyone.
doing, guys? How are you doing today?
Very well, very
How are
well.
you doing, guys?
Yeah, doing good.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Have,
good.
have you had a good watch week? Have you done anything? Been out anywhere? Seen any watches?
Yeah, I have for sure. Yeah, I went to a Brightening event. I was like it was just they were having um, burgers and beers and stuff at this Breitling boutique. Um, just some crew invited me along to that, which was really cool. So I got to try on some pieces. Um, Ones that I just sort of normally hadn't thought of like trying on before. And one actually was not a Breitling at all. It was actually I'll pull it up if you want. Share the screen,
Yeah,
Thomas.
sure.
It was like one of the guys there had this piece. Man, it was so good. Let me see if I can bring it up. This one here. Is that coming up? Boom! Look at that. White gold,
Whoa,
blue dial.
Daytona.
that's
Oh
nice.
yeah, so
Blue dial
good.
Daytona. I've never seen a blue dial Daytona.
Yeah, the blue dial. This blue dial it only comes in the white gold metal, I think. And I just saw it like this guy was wearing it, and I didn't really notice it. And then I sort of got up close to it, and then I saw what it was, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I was like, oh, can I try it on? And when I tried it on, and man, it just hit me in the face. The blue dial was just so nice.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's fucking awesome. This one, so nice.
And how's the
Anyway, so
weight?
that was that. But this was, yeah, the weight was nice too. It's not too heavy. I thought it was going to be really heavy. This was another nice watch that I tried on. So this is a Chronomat.
Chronomat,
Uh,
yeah.
Nice.
Chronomat.
I love the rouleau bracelets on the Chronomats. They're really nice, those bullet bracelets.
Yeah, they're really cool. This one is in, so it's solid rose gold with a sort of chocolatey, sort of slate grey dial. It's like slate grey, but in certain light, you can see it's got these golden sort of tones coming through it. Really cool piece,
Okay.
actually. Like nice on the wrist. And this is on the rubber strap. So you can see the rubber strap here.
Right.
There's just something cool about like a gold watch on a rubber strap, I reckon.
Yeah.
There's something
Yeah.
about this. I don't know, it's like this you're putting together two opposite worlds and they come together really nicely.
Agree. Yeah.
Like
Like
it's
the
just fucking
Daytona
cool.
on the Oyster Flex. The Daytona
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Oyster Flex were so nice.
Yeah, I was just
yeah.
going to say, Abdul, the Daytonas on Oyster Flex look much better than on bracelets, I think.
Yeah.
Morning,
And
Zippo.
here,
How you doing?
Morning, Flippin.
hey Flip. Yeah, and this was the full rose gold. This is the super chronomat. This is
Okay.
a
Yeah, it
really
feels
big
like bulk now. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the next step up. So it's like full on. I didn't like this one too much. This was too much watch for me.
Yeah.
A bit too much watch for me. This one just on the wrist, it feels so good. Like you can wear this all day, every day. Like it slides under a cuff. Like you can just wear it as a daily, and it's sort of stealthy too. Like as I was
Mhm.
saying before, the guy was wearing it, and I didn't really notice it like until I was like about a good half a meter away from him, and yeah, once I got it on wrist, it was super nice, super nice. Anyway, so that was me. That was all I had this week. That was my watch adventures. How about you guys? What's been going on? Any pieces tried on? Any events?
I won a, a very nice watch on eBay. I haven't got any pictures to show you. I should have put some pictures up really. It's Omega Seamaster Ranchero, often referred to as a Sea Chero. Made for the Pakistan Air
Chero.
Force. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I wish I should have put some pictures up really. But it's a lovely watch. It's got a Railmaster dial, type dial, but with the Rancheros that were commercially released had the sub-seconds, and this one's got a center seconds because it's a 2993, not a 2990 like the sub-seconds one.
Yeah, cool. Well, I only know about the Ranchero because of IV Guy's video that he brought out about maybe a month ago or something on the Forgotten Seamaster Ranchero. I had no idea the thing even existed until then, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty goddamn cool little watch, I've got to say. So yeah, well done. Congrats.
Yeah, I went to a couple of ADs in airports, but I just browsing the whole time, just trying them on. And like I went to Cartier, it was really cool. I tried the Santos. That's a pretty cool watch. That's a really, really nice watch. That's one watch I really tried, and I was like, that's one I want to. Yeah, the Santos.
Yeah, you mentioned
like
that.
A couple of GLCs. Tried the Verso. Yeah.
Should we do a wristwatch check while we're talking watches?
I'm always on the fence. Yeah. I have my only asymmetrical watch in my collection. Let's me put my hand behind it. The lighting here is horrible at the moment, but it's a Seiko 5 from the 1976. Yeah, that's the best angle for it.
Oh man,
it has an inside crown to adjust the day of the month. So you can choose the day of the month, and then you would have like a sort of mechanical perpetual calendar. And they made like I think Orient has one, and Seiko, and I think in the 70s they made a couple of them, and after that they didn't make this idea of having a bezel or having another complication to track the first day of the month, so you can have some sort of a affordable way to have a perpetual calendar. But you have to adjust, of course, every month.
Did you say that was 1976?
Yes.
Man, that's a coincidence because the vintage Seiko that I have dates back to 1976 as well. I'll run upstairs and grab it in a minute. It's
okay. Wow.
Yeah, it was my mum's watch. She bought it back in the 70s, so she bought it a couple of years before I was born. So she would have been probably wearing it around the time I was born, I think. So it's really, it's got a lot of value for me. That piece, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is Ranchero that I got. It doesn't have the broad arrow hands, and it doesn't have the sub-seconds. It's got center seconds instead. But as you can see, it's got that nice Railmaster sort of numerals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that one.
Cool. Nice one. What are you wearing today, Thomas?
Today I've got on my the other Omega that I bought the other week. I'll just take this off screen so I can get my camera a bit better.
Really nice watch. That's a really cool coincidence that we both have vintage Seikos from the same year.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I didn't realize what year it was from I'd had the watch for a long time. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Nice one. Yeah, I'd had the watch for a long time.
Well, but
Really
it's got a
nice.
lovely.
Yeah, nice one.
It's a
I'm wearing
1940s Omega with a radial dial, and it's yeah, it's a lovely one.
since we're talking rectangular watches today. This is the only rectangular watch, believe it or not, that I actually have in my collection. I was looking in the watch box for rectangular pieces, and this is it, the Casio calculator watch, which I think is on your list, Thomas. Actually,
Yeah, that takes us neatly on to the start of the list. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this watch as well. I had one when I was also in school, and then the last square Casio that I had was the World Timer. That was really nice, and then my niece liked it, so I just said, okay, here you can take it. And then I was like, okay, I just wanted to get another one, but I just got. I don't know why I didn't get one. Maybe I'll hop on Amazon and order one.
Yeah,
it's
the
one of these watches that
time,
always like you can get it, and then a friend has a birthday. It's like, hey, do you have a? Why are you wearing a no watch on your wrist? Here, take this.
Yeah. Best 30, $40 you can spend, man. Casio Digitals, great watches.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just having a little trouble with my mouse batteries at the moment, so I'm just going to change them, guys.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, I was saying before, Abdul, with the Seiko. Yeah, I didn't know what year it was. I had a rough idea it was from the 70s of some time, and then I found this article which shows you how to date the watch based on the Seiko, based on the serial number. So the serial number has I think it gives you the month and the year buried in the numbers somewhere. I think it's the last couple of digits, or it's somewhere in there. I forgot I forgot what it is now. But if anyone out there, if you've got an old Seiko, or even any of your Seikos now, actually, the serial number has the year and the month buried in there somewhere, so you can look it up. But if you Google, date Seiko watch or whatever, you'll be able to. It'll tell you how to figure it out.
So yeah, get on to the topic. Rectangular watches. Now these are watches that pop up now and again. There's not a sort of continual trend for rectangular watches, so they sort of.
Thomas, before we go on, can I just can we just check, or can we confirm our parameters here? And we're talking purely rectangles, right? We're not talking tonneau.
Yeah,
we're not talking square.
Rectangular watches. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd just like to say a big hi to Junior Johnson in the chat.
Oh yeah, Junior.
It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Happy birthday, mate.
Yeah. And good to see you, Timepiece Bob. Thanks a lot, my friend. Yeah, thanks for liking.
Bob, yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Cheers, mate.
So yeah, the Casio calculator watch. I mean, it's a true icon of a watch worn by Marty McFly in Back to the Future 2.
Walter White.
And Walter White in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has an alarm function, a daily alarm, used in many films and TV programs. Has an hourly signal, calculator function, dual time display, stopwatch measuring 1,000th of a second, day and weekly day display. So it's got all the functions in there.
It's got everything you need.
It's made
Yep.
of a plastic resin, and it's 8mm thick. It's a very nostalgic watch. 34mm wide for those from the 80s. It's nostalgic, and it's 43 lug to lug. A very cheap watch. Watch nerd should experience at some point. Really, I mean, it's one that I agree with what lots of people say that you should experience it at some point. You know, it's a great little watch. It's a classic.
And I found this. I had a thin Milanese strap, a black one, that I just had in a box, and I thought I'll just chuck it on. I got rid of that, you know, the standard bloody plastic strap that it comes on, and this little Milanese strap just transforms it. It's awesome. Yeah, it's cool.
I had mine on a paratrooper. You know, the paratrooper NATO. That was really nice. You just put it on, and it was like my go-to watch going out for quick. Grab something from the supermarket. Okay, put it on. I know it will be around accurate timing, so everything will be set. And
but I mean, just look at the price. £28. This one. I mean, it was £37, but £28. I mean, what's not to love to experience an icon of a watch? Yeah,
it's a cool watch. My only, I think they should, if they made it a slightly bigger, so that and the buttons a little bit bigger. I think the buttons are made for, like, you know, a fucking 2-year-old or something. Someone with like their fingers. Like I'm trying to press the button on it, and it's like, forget it. I'm covering like 3 buttons with one finger. So if they just made it a little bit bigger, it would be awesome. But it is what it is. You know, it's a classic. You gotta have one.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to negotiate the buttons. I agree with you, JCB.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they did make I think they do make a little bit bigger one.
I was just gonna say they have like an upgraded version, because I remember when I was in school, and then the first guy I saw then having the newer one, and I think there was another one even with a remote function, like that you can save the remote on it, and then you can open the TV and stuff like that. And that time I was like, wow, now I need to catch up.
I think I think it's the new databank version. And I'll show you. I've just got it here. I think this might be the one you're talking about, Abdul. Just put that one up, Thomas, for a sec. Yeah, I think this one.
Yeah.
I think this is the one that's a bit upgraded. And see how the buttons are on a pad now. It's like on a pad. There's no buttons, so it must be a bit easier to use, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's harder to press those buttons because they're not raised up. At least.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I'll get one of these. I'll report back to you. I'll let you know.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
So you see the shape of the original one I showed you, and that leads on to the shape of a watch that some people don't call a watch, but wearable technology, which is the Apple Watch. And I mean, this does everything from heart sensing to pedometer to message alerts to workout analytics to temperature, taking calls, car crash detection. If you've been in a car crash, different watch faces available, and it's wearable technology. This is the Series 8, but there was recently the watch the Ultra release, the iWatch Ultra, with different case colours and strap variations. I mean, you can get Hermes straps and everything, but many don't consider it a watch. But I think it's just because technological advances, that is, it's still a watch, you know. It's
Well, yeah, it's because it's basically like a computer. It's like a little phone,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a PC on your wrist. Really, it does so much stuff, right? It's
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say it's a wrist machine or something like that. It's not a wristwatch
Yeah.
because just putting
Yeah.
a display of the time on the computer doesn't make it a watch. You know, like if you have an iPad, you have the clock on it, doesn't make it a watch. It's the same.
You can see it's got exactly the same shape as the calculator watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
So it's taking
Yeah,
it's taking its design cues from something classic.
Yeah, I think it's also like, you know, the shape, the same shape as an iPhone, but just dimensions down to.
True, Abdul. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think of it like that.
I'd be interested to see if it's got the golden ratio as well. It doesn't quite look like it, like a reverso.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit more square. It's more squared off than a reverso. Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys? People give them a lot of flack. Like they're like, "Oh, it's not a watch. I don't want to wear it." Fucking blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, I personally have nothing against them at all. Like, if someone gave me one as a present, I'd happily wear it. Would I buy one? I'm not sure. Maybe I would one day, but I've got a phone.
Good to see you.
Hey, Dodger. Like, I've got my phone in my pocket. My phone's always with me, so I don't need more information on my wrist. You know what I mean? I don't want to have my wrist barking messages at me and
me
like
neither.
that. You know what I mean? So I just prefer to keep all that information in my phone. I don't want to have it on my wrist. But you know, I personally like the shape and the design. I think it's quite cool, actually. It seems quite organic, and when you see them on people's wrists, they look quite comfortable and they look like they were designed really well, I think. Yeah, so I mean, I've got nothing against them at all. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, if somebody gave me as a gift, I don't know, I might wear it on the right hand wrist because I will always have the watch on the left. But as like some kind of I need to monitor my heart rate, or I need to monitor my my sleeping patterns, or whatever. I need to monitor something, then I would use it. But I know I'm a very data-oriented person. I had like the Fitbit, and the Fitbit just delivers you just small amounts of data. But I was so focused on the data that I was just trying to optimize. Okay, sleeping patterns, how to optimize them. Okay, this is my heart rate, how to lower my heart rate, and then for me personally, if I had this, I would be lost in the data then.
Yeah, information overload. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know what you mean. You got to try and separate it sometimes, haven't you? And just have your phone and your automatic watch on your wrist just telling the time. You can get too overwhelmed with messages and you being FaceTiming on your phone and things like that.
Yeah.
Got to separate it at some point, I think. Yeah.
100%. I get anxiety when my phone emails start going off. You know, I don't want to bring it closer, like into like on my wrist, so it's right in my face.
Exactly.
I think the health aspects work out for a lot of people. You know, the health sort of aspects that it contains. You know, the pedometers and heart rate monitors and things like that. I think that's where it comes into its own, really.
Yeah, that's true. I think if you're into that, if you're into health and fitness and stuff, or if you have a condition like a medical condition, where you know you need to keep a track of stuff, then for sure, I think that having, you know, this has actually been approved as a medical device as well. Like it had to it's got FDA approval and all that sort of stuff. So
I agree.
yeah, definitely. But for the health reasons, I think it's good as well. I'd be interested to see what people in the chat think about this one. Dodger's saying he wouldn't wear it. Junior as well. Has anyone got one? As well, I'd be interested to see what if people actually have them and what they think of them as well.
No, I haven't got one. I know people who have, and they use them for the fitness factors, the health factors a lot of the time. And I mean, I know people that wear 2 watches, an Apple Watch and an analog watch. So it's got its place. So the next one was a parody of that one, the Apple Watch, which you may well know.
Yeah.
Was the
Moser.
The H Motor Swiss Alp. This is the final upgrade one. The Swiss Alp watch final upgrade. 27,000 euros. This is limited to 50 pieces as well, limited to. It's a bit of a parody of the Apple Watch, first released in 2016, the year after the Apple Watch was released. The final upgrade was released in 2021. A bit of a dig at smartwatches. This is DLC coated stainless steel case with sapphire case back and a Vanta black dial, which is nice. With sapphire crystal on the front. It has the HMC 324 movement with 4 days power reserve, hand wound in-house, Straumann balance spring with Breguet overcoil, has the spinning wheel at 6 o'clock for the seconds, which is a familiar sort of computer icon that you see when things are loading up. Looks like a loading icon on a computer.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's the running seconds, that thing. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a spinning icon.
It's always loading.
It's always working. It's always loading. I like that, Abdul. It's always loading. Yeah. But 38.2 millimeters by 44 lug to lug, and 10.5 thick. It's an interesting one.
It's the ultimate troll watch. If you have like
it is troll. Look at those buttons.
If you're like a CEO or a manager of director or something, and everybody in your team is wearing an iWatch, you just wear this one, and everybody would be like thinking, okay, he has a skin or something for his iWatch, and you'd be like. If you wear like a Rolex, everybody like, oh, look, he is wearing an expensive watch, and he can wear this, and everybody are thinking, he's wearing the same as us.
Yeah, wow. But look at that movement. That's hidden in the
nice.
back. You're trolling everyone because you got a 27,000 euro watch on, and it's got this in the back, and it's one of 50, and
you're definitely safer with this watch.
Say again, Abdul?
You're definitely safer with this watch because nobody will think you're wearing a luxury watch.
True. Yeah.
If you're wearing any kind of flashy watch at the moment in big cities, you could be a little bit more careful than before. And with this one, I don't think you need to be careful. Everybody will be like, that's 400 euros. It's not worth the hassle of attacking somebody to steal a watch from him. And
are you having that problem in Germany, Abdul?
In Germany, I thank God not, but in Spain, I'm hearing a lot of issues. Like I'm going to Spain next week, and I've heard, okay, don't bring any flashy watches. I was like, okay, I will do that. Sweden, the same. I was 1 week ago there. I only took like watches that are just like obscure. I took only my my dress watches because I was meetings the whole time, so it was okay. But it's been like somehow here at the moment, not. I heard London as well is pretty bad. I don't know if Tom.
Yeah, London's bad. Everywhere in Europe. London, Barcelona, Paris.
Barcelona,
I mean,
yeah.
Watch Gringer had
Yeah.
Yeah, in Paris,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
stolen in Paris, and I mean, watch crime's rife all over. You got
That's
to.
crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know how I would go. Like in Australia, it's man, you don't even have to worry about it. You know, you can just cruise around.
That's good.
But yeah, I've been watching YouTube videos, and you know, on Instagram, you see these little short videos of people walking down the street, and then these people on a moped rock up, and then they fucking whack them and grab even ladies, they bash ladies up for their watches. It's like, what's going on over there, man? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's because you can go on Instagram and look. GCP is wearing his white gold Submariner today, and he's eating in this restaurant. Okay, and then
and they
some people just are criminals. Like we live, that's life. And then if you have an open in Instagram and you post a lot and post live stuff, you are in danger of having this.
Sorry, we digress. We digress.
Diverted from the square topic.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Just wondering that.
Yeah, that's the advantage of this watch. You're paying 27,000, so you don't get robbed in the street. It's a good price to pay.
You have to pay not to get robbed. That's crazy.
Exactly.
My mouse is frozen on me, so I was stuck on this picture for a while.
Yeah, shit. Did you change the batteries?
Yeah, here we go.
There you go.
Batteries change.
That's another
view.
Yeah, the movement is really nice.
It's nice. Yeah. They do a good movement. That's for sure. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, and it's a power reserve at the back, right? Power reserve. Yeah.
Yes, it has.
On the main barrel, right? Yeah, nice.
Just on there, yeah.
I always like it when they do that, when they put the power reserve at the back, not on the front.
Shout out to Nick D joining us as well.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I think really this watch is when you have a team of people that working under you and they're all wearing the same eye watch. You can just get this watch and blend in and don't feel that you are wearing a watch that will attract some kind of attention that might be bad in some way for.
Yeah.
Is the mouse still?
Yeah, my mouse is still. It's cutting in and cutting out. I just hope that we.
Maybe the channels, if it's a Wi-Fi, because I always get this if I press on the button of the mouse and then it diverts to another channel. I'm just like trying to figuring out why the mouse is not working. And at least it starts on a good picture as well. But how much do you think it will be on the second-hand market? 50 pieces is limited, but I don't think that there are that much people.
It reached 37,000, so I don't know on the second-hand market. I'm not too sure. Come on, mouse.
I'll see if there's any on Chrono.
On Chrono, yeah.
I'll have a look. Probably not, but you have a look.
Yeah, sometimes you don't find them. Some watches that are like, okay, the people that bought the 50 or the 100 pieces are like, we're not selling. We want this watch. And
I'm seeing them for about, no, not the final edition. Oh, here we go. Final edition, 63 Aussie. 63 Aussie. So what's that in pound? 63. What did you say it was, Thomas? In dollars or pounds?
28,000
euros, 27, right?
27 euro. Okay, so there's some guys selling one for 40.
Good seeing
For
Nick.
40.
For 40, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's even selling over listed. Wow. Okay. Hey, Jonathan.
Well, that's what he's got it for.
See,
That's what he's listing it for. But
Mhm.
the previous version, the one without the small seconds, that's about 42 Aussie. So what's it? 42.
Maybe like 30.
27.
Mm.
That's the previous one. So yeah, they've got a bit of a premium on them. For sure.
Yeah, they're actually holding up better than most of the square watches, because I don't think a lot of square watches hold their value.
now we couldn't do a rectangular
Yeah.
watch show without the reverso. So got this lovely tribute duo face, small seconds.
Yeah.
One dial has the design of the traditional 1931 reverso. The reverse side has the lovely Art Deco dial, and yeah, beautiful caliber 854A manual wound with 42 hours power reserve, and I think it said price on request for this one. So I don't know what these are, about £12,000 maybe.
I think the tribute was like 11.7 euros, something like that. The last time
Right.
I was there. And I think the dual face was a little bit more. Yeah. I think there was like 2 editions. The red one, the red one is my favorite. The red one with the red strap. That's
Burgundy,
that's,
yeah.
Yeah, the burgundy, exactly, yeah.
And they do a green as well, don't they? I think.
Mhm.
Do they do green?
I think for the tribute they have only blue and burgundy. I don't know. I didn't see any
Right.
green for the
11 euro. 11
11,
euro.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's,
mean, it's a classic staple that everyone
Yeah.
harks back to. Everyone instantly refers to the reverso when you talk about rectangular watches.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that's the reverso to get the tribute one and the dual face.
Definitely.
Because if you're getting a reverso, get the tribute one, and if you're having a reverso anyways, why not have a dual face? So you can have almost 2 watches in one.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have the duo. You gotta have the duo.
Yeah.
I like the one that's slightly bigger though. I think it's like the grand, like maybe the grand size one or something. I'm not, because these ones are pretty small. I mean, it's a good size for a dress watch if you want to have a, you
Yep.
know, like if you're, if you're dressing right up like a suit, even like a dinner suit or something.
Yep.
Have a small size. I mean, it works for that. But I think if you're gonna wear it with a bit more casual, sort of like business casual style, you know, sports jacket type of thing, you probably just want that bigger size. I think they come in another two sizes, maybe like, not
Yeah,
this particular one. There's
not
other
this
size
one.
ones.
Other sizes. Yeah, I think grand something like this. I don't remember it, but
Yeah, the Grand Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brand tire. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Meeble's right. The Castelfigliano straps are that come with the reversos are absolutely gorgeous. It's an Argentinian saddle maker, I think, Castelfigliano. And yeah, their straps, the leather straps that they make are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but the cool thing about Reverso is that there's one for everyone. There's just so many of them, different shapes, not shapes, different colors, different configurations, different sizes.
Yeah.
You know, different complications. There's really something in there for everyone. It's just a matter of finding it, the one that you like, and like all JLC, the quality is just is mind blowing. It's
Yeah.
so good when you handle these watches. They're really special little machines. They're really special pieces. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, beautiful. Everyone loves the Reverso. Got to love them, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Jonathan's asking me to pull up a Cartier tank. Now, I don't think I've got the one that he wants, but I did include a tank. But there's so many tanks, and we've seen it. We always see the tank. So I've gone for a different one. I've gone for a tank. Oops, not that one.
The
Is that the
Americano.
tank,
We'll take that off.
the tank Cintre? Is that the one you're going to pull up?
I've gone for
Tank Agushi.
Oh,
I think Jonathan is mentioning the name of the tank model. I think they have even a mechanical one.
Tank American, this one.
Yeah, I think they even Cartier sells even a mechanical version, I think, from the American.
Yeah, this is a quartz movement one.
Yeah.
I think this is. Would you say this is more ladies' watch, or is this
I would say this is the small one. It's a more ladies' watch because they're really small. Because I tried the big one, and the big one is just right.
Yeah.
Like really
well,
right.
I think there's a picture of a lady actually wearing it, Thomas, on
the fourth one. Yeah, correct.
Right. Yeah, well, nothing wrong with that. We're a unisex show, so.
Oh yeah. I'm just for sure. Gotta represent for the ladies. If there's any watching. Speaking of, I came across. Sorry, I'll show you in a minute. Really weird Cartier.
This one's a small ladies' version of the silver dial. Features a more elongated case with a more pronounced curve from the original model. Round edges on the angles with a slightly different geometry from the other tanks. And
yeah, I think a tank is like the perfect ladies' watch as well. Like I love it. Like the big one or the newer ones are really nice as well. But the vintage one, if you get a nice vintage Cartier tank, it's like the perfect girlfriend, wife, mother gift, daughter even. Like for their as a watch, they would love it. And the quartz one is just perfect for them because most, I'm not speaking about all, but most wouldn't want to wind the watch every day.
Oh, he's trolling us now. He's saying, tank gear, please. So, you want me to look up Cartier tank gear shay? Right. I'll try and bring it in for the end, Jonathan. I'll try and bring it up later.
What other watches do you have other than Cartier? Or
let's carry on then.
I've got to admit, Cartier is just a brand I have no idea about. I haven't gone down the Cartier rabbit hole. It hasn't sort of appealed to me in any way, like any of the watches yet. So yeah, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to Cartier.
Jonathan wants a link. Shall we invite him on?
I'm a big fan of Cartier, to be honest.
Yeah, I know you've been getting into it. Yeah, a lot of them. It's coming back. Like a lot of people are getting right into it. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather was a big fan of Cartier. He had a Cartier watch, sunglasses. I even have his keychain. They have like a wallet keychain, like from the 70s, I guess, something like that. That you put your keys like in a leather wallet, which I use until now. and their watches
Cool.
now are really good, really good on par with the designs that they have. Like I was skeptical about the Santos, but when I tried it on, it just felt so good on the wrist. It felt so nice, and felt like the proportions are perfect from the medium model, like
Yeah.
the 39 something, like the 39.4 something like that, and it just wears really nice on the wrist. The quality is there. The people were really helpful, at least in the boutique that I were in. And I think also they have now a new watchmaker master, that she upgraded all their movements the past couple of years. So let's see where they're going.
So here's
Yeah, Guichet is not Guichet, you know. Guichet, I think it's the model of this Cartier tank.
Look at this one.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
saved.
that's the
the
one.
asymmetric. I love that. Yeah, the
No,
asymmetric.
no. This is the asymmetric. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
came across my Instagram the other day, and I just thought, oh, because we're talking rectangular watches, I'll just save it. But look at this thing. This thing's off the hook, man. It's
Yeah,
That's what
like
I'm
look at
talking
that
about.
hinge.
I
Exactly.
like the asymmetric.
Really cool. Really cool. And that's why I
Yeah,
like Cartier stuff, because they have this design cues that you always have, like the cabochon at the crown, this fine leather making and all this stuff. But at the same time, they can go outside of the box, you know, like
yeah. I mean, this is just This is what a cool piece, man.
really nice,
I
really
was saying
nice.
before, like, I don't know much about Cartier, but when I saw this, I just thought, wow, what an artistic piece. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch.
It's really nice. And how does this gaucher look like, actually?
Look how it's got the 12 and the 6 lined up in the corners as well. It's like a sort of a driving watch setup.
You see the
Exactly.
balance.
So you just you can just look at your wrist while you're driving, and then you can see. And exactly, Flip. And the rotor, you can see.
See the rotor in the
really
bottom
nice,
left. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really nice JCB.
Yeah, I think that's the one that Jonathan was speaking
Yeah, the one with the movement in the
Send it
rotor.
on the
Yeah,
chat.
that's cool. Yeah, flipping. Yeah, I know that one.
So from Cartier, we go to another brand which is popular with women, Hermes, and got the Cape Cod, which is a bit of a interesting one.
Cape Cod. Isn't that a polishing cloth?
Yeah, it is, but it's got a similar sort of.
You're just gonna say I have it right there.
Similar link. Similar links to the asymmetric for the strap. It's got that middle link.
Yeah.
And this is a quartz chronograph from 2002, and it's interesting strap attachments. And did it come as an automatic? Is what I'm wondering. This is a quartz. I know you're a chronograph guy, JCB. What do you think of this chronograph? Not your bag.
Yeah, that's not my bag, mate. This one, yeah, not. It's just got too much of a fashion watch vibe about it. That's what it is. It's nothing against the brand or nothing against quartz. I love a good quartz piece. Nothing wrong with that. But when you just look at this overall, it just screams like bloody fossil or diesel or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just got that look about it, which
unfortunate. Yeah,
it just looks nasty, that one.
Yeah, I feel like the last watch you showed us, GCB. You can see that there is no connection between the strap and the end of the case. You know, like the Cartier did. You know, like this feels like more or less like a fashion watch instead of a creation by Hermes. But yeah, they are also they have also really nice watches. They have like the moon watch, not moon watch, but they have like a moon phase watch, really, really cool, and a new also world timer, which the cities that switches from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really cool.
That's dope, that watch. Yeah,
Yeah, with
that's
great
cool.
movements. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thomas, I
Yeah.
sent you a link in the private chat. I think that's the one that Jonathan was mentioning.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like nothing against the brand because Hermes, they
If
are
Jonathan
bringing out
wants to
some
come on and
pieces.
show us the one he's talking about, he's more than welcome. But I'll try and copy this link. I don't know where that's gone now. That's just.
I think also the market of square watches is limited to either you have something like this Hermes, you want something just has Hermes on it, quartz movement just runs. Mostly
is-
will be people who are not so interested in watches, I guess. Or you have something like the Cartier showed us where you have to be really into watches to get something like that.
So let's get rid of the Hermes and let's try and bring up the one that Jonathan's talking about. I'll just.
Yeah, this is the Tanky Shay, I think it's called.
Mhm.
This is the jumping hour one.
I had a similar movement in a vintage watch that had the same shape but wasn't from Cartier.
Is this the one,
It's
Jonathan?
really, really cool
Yeah,
watch.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
The jump
Yeah.
hour. I love this. This is
Yeah,
really
that's dope.
nice. That's really
Cool one.
cool.
beautiful.
It's actually like it's got so much cool factor. It's like up there with the cool factor. This one, it's super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Really
If I
cool.
see someone wearing this watch, I'll definitely go and talk to him and say like, "Hey, I really like your watch." Like
100%. Yeah.
try to start a conversation because he's a guy who loves watches as well.
Yeah.
Really nice watch.
Yeah. Cool piece.
Yeah. Nice choice, Jonathan.
Dodger doesn't like this one. Sorry, Dodger.
So what else did I have? I got a few more budget ones, and then we'll go on to some really nice ones. Had a Longines Dolce Vita, which had quite a nice sort of Art Deco sort of sector dial on it.
Yeah. Feels like a GLC somehow.
Yeah, it looks GLC. Only £1,500 this one.
Oh, that's great.
Sector dial look, automatic self-winding movement with 45 hours power reserve. 27.7 millimeters wide. So again, it might be a ladies' style watch. But yeah, I quite like it, to be honest with you. I like the dial.
I think even they have like a male model wearing the watch at the picture before last. I really like it as well. It feels like a budget GLC. Ah, look, it's actually not that small.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a handsome looking watch, I think. I like the sector dial on it. It's
Longi makes great watches. They're really, really good. They make really nice watches. Definitely good value for money as well.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
And I thought I'd chuck a Breitling in for Mr. Breitling himself.
What do you got? I think I know what you're going to bring up.
Yeah,
I think the only rectangular one is probably like the.
It's not the most flattering of Breitlings, but it's rectangular.
Yeah, the Bentley.
Oh,
it's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think they had the right idea. Coming out with a rectangular watch, but I mean, look how small those subdials are on that thing.
Yeah.
They look like like you need a magnifying glass or something.
Mhm.
It's,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
got the date at 12 o'clock and his small chronograph dials, subdials, and
yeah,
it's an automatic
think-
movement. And yeah, quite an old model. I don't know when this came out, but it's
yeah, it's like
not doing it for me.
No.
it was sort of early. It was around 20. It was around like 2010, 2010s, around then, something like that. Yeah, but the quality of the watches are quite good. It's just that they're just ugly. They're just not good looking watches. Yeah, they didn't quite pull these ones off very well.
Yeah, I have to agree on Jonathan with that. Face only a mother can love.
Yeah,
Love that, Jonathan.
Yeah.
and they're really big watches too. If you see them in the metal,
Yeah, thick.
they're massive. Like
Yeah.
it's like I don't know what they were thinking really. This whole line, the Breitling Bentley line. I've never seen anyone wearing them. I don't think they were very popular at all.
No.
Bit of a misstep from Breitling, I think, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll skip the Breitling.
Yeah.
We'll get on to what's next. Oh, another one which is looks a bit like the Breitling case, which is a funny one. The glasses are original. Senator Carré chronograph.
Look at the difference between this one and the Breitling in the size of the subdials, the location of the date, how the big it is. So you will be always seeing the date without any problem, even if the hands are at 12 or exactly at 12. That's small stuff that just makes a difference when you're wearing a watch.
Yeah. Rose gold case. It's an automatic movement with a satin finish on the rose gold.
I've got to pull you up here though, Thomas. This watch isn't rectangular in my books.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm diverting a bit. Just to go with the theme of Breitling a bit. You know, it's
going off piste a bit there, mate.
It's got raised wings is on the sides. Date at 12 o'clock again. Glasses caliber 39 base movement. And this was produced in 2004. It's an in-house caliber by Glasses original. It's quite expensive, I think. 6,640 pounds. That's used. So this is
I think in this case shape, they have even perpetual calendars in this shape. I guess.
It's solid gold.
That's solid gold. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Solid gold for $6,000, and you're getting complicated like chronograph, a big date. That's not a bad actually bargain. Is there a picture for the movement?
I don't think so. No.
Here.
It's not a very big one.
I'm just busting balls. Sorry, man.
You've got to like the design though, and I don't think it'd be a very popular design, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think so. I guess if we have to guess MSRP, it might have been in the 12 area, because that's about how much you would lose if you get it new. Because Glashütte's watches are also like not a bad price for a gold watch. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Complication. Yeah. Is it a 6 hours, 6.5 hours chronograph?
No.
Right?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
Because let's say the right hand subdial is the running seconds, the left hand at the 9 is 30 minutes, and the 6 o'clock seems to have like 6, 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, it's 6 hour counter.
Glass shooter. Like that, don't you?
Isn't it glass hooter?
Glashütte, yeah.
Hooter. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get off that monstrosity and go on to something really nice.
Yeah, I think the square watches are rectangular watches are mostly dress watches until now, right?
Yeah,
Maybe if we
yeah.
go to the RM, if we consider it as a rectangle, that might be the sports watch, but I didn't see any sports watches that are in the rectangular shape.
This is my favorite. This is the
Double
Laurent
Ferrier.
Perrier Bridge 1. And this is 37,000 Swiss francs. Unveiled during SIHH 2019, a radical departure from the pebble-shaped cases Laurent Perrier known for, inspired by a wrought iron bridge in Geneva that Laurent Perrier could see from his bedroom as a child, called the Passerelle de Lille. And it's got a real Art Deco vibe. It's a polished stainless steel, tinted sapphire crystal, fluted crown, 30 meters water resistant. It's 30 millimeters by 44 lug to lug, and is 14.58 thick. So it's quite a thick watch. It's got a mirrored polished case, white Grand Feu enamel dial with assegai shaped white gold hands. The Laurent Perrier caliber LF107.01 hand wound shape movement with Swiss lever escapement, 80 hours power reserve, and 3 hertz frequency movement. The strap is honey-colored alligator or Timberland leather with pin buckle and folding clasp on request. And it's got an exhibition case back, and it's just a gorgeous watch. I really like it.
Is that does it have 2 hands? Because I can't see the other hand.
Yeah, it has got 2 hands. Yeah. So that's
the person who took a picture didn't do the 10 to 10, right? That's the bridge.
The bridge it was named after that Laurent Perrier saw from his bedroom as a child. There's an work that Laurent Perrier did in the same style.
Same design cues, yeah.
Yeah. Whoops.
Interesting.
That work is nice.
Yeah,
now I see.
So that's a Laurent Perrier work.
Yeah, I like the work version better.
Yeah, there's the bridge one that we see. So it looks gorgeous, I think. Really nice.
It feels like it's big somehow. It's too large for.
Yeah, I'm not feeling fun. It's more just the shape, I think, of the when the lugs come out, when you have like lug curving out of the case,
curving out like this, yeah.
Yeah, just my brain goes funny.
The dial is really nice, like the white dial with the 12 and 6. The hands look really nice, but somehow, as a whole, I'm not feeling it as well. Like when I saw the Uhrwerk, I understood the design cues, why it looks like this, and it feels like this is correct somehow. This is.
You're not feeling this one though.
No.
Yeah.
You think Laurent Perrier should stick to their pebble-shaped watches, the Galets and the Galet Square?
The Galet Square, yeah, definitely. Those cushion-shaped watches that he does. If this one had straight lugs, like if the sides of the case were straight, it would look a bit more appealing. But then again, it would make it look sort of generic. So, having that shape of the case is sort of what gives it its uniqueness, but it just doesn't work for me. I don't like that, if that makes sense. Like that's a unique look. That's a very unique looking piece.
Yeah.
And if you like that, then fine, go for it. But
you like the work better.
I think somehow it just sort of works a little bit more on this one. This one gives I'm getting like alien spaceship sort of vibes with this piece. So I can dig it. I can dig the shape here because it's a bit more avant-garde. The whole piece as a whole is giving me this more avant-garde sort of feel. Whereas on the other piece, it's this classical Art Deco sort of thing that, I don't know, just doesn't work for me on the other one.
Yeah.
But this one is a different. It's a whole different thing going on. Somehow it works here.
I agree.
Mm.
I think even if the other one was maybe a skeleton dial with maybe it would have worked better, but with the Grand Faux enamel dial, big one, like really thin, cool hands. The dial is really nice, but I feel like if just a little bit scaled down, elongated lugs like this one, the lugs just go further and not steep down. Maybe have like a strap that goes around the lugs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like both, to be honest with you. I like the original. I like the earwork collaboration, and I love the Galley Square, and not the Galley Square, but the Bridge One. I think it's a really nice, handsome watch. I think it looks great on the wrist, to be honest with you. But each to their own. I mean, that's what we're discussing. Rectangular watches, are they for everyone or not?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's just each to their own, totally, man. Like, if it's really interesting how we all like different things, and you like it, so more power to you, man. All good.
So we go to the brand that Jamie Opulence refers to as King.
Patek.
Yeah.
PP.
And this is
we didn't talk about the new Patek releases as well.
Yeah, this is well, we'll just stick to this for the time being. This is a really nice one, the Gondolo 10-day tourbillon. It's an expensive one as well.
Yeah.
$169,000. So this is the Patek 5101P Gondolo 10-day tourbillon. Came out in 2003 to 2008. This is a 2005 model. Case made from platinum. Tiered Art Deco sides. 29.6 by 51.7 lug to lug.
Ooh, that's a big one.
It's got a beautiful salmon dial, brown alligator strap and platinum tang buckle, white gold Breguet numerals. White gold blackened Breguet.
They're blackened Breguets, yeah.
Blackened, but they're white gold, yeah. So they're blackened white gold Breguet numerals. Power reserve at 12 o'clock and sub-seconds at 6 o'clock. And an exhibition case back. And it's revealing the exhibition case pack reveals the manual wind caliber 2820 RAC on the tourbillon. And see if I can get that up a bit better.
It's a nice watch. I think the movement even looks better than the dial because it has the tourbillon.
Yeah, you see the hidden tourbillon in the background.
Yeah.
But I've been discussing tourbillons with people recently, and a lot of them say their tourbillons are pointless. You know, they're just a flex. They're just a flex for by the watchmaker to say that we can do this, but they don't actually have any
function.
Yeah, they don't actually have any real function for the watch.
In a wristwatch, no. In a pocket watch
or a marine chronometer, yeah, but in a wristwatch, no.
But they did when they were first invented back in the day. They were invented to counteract the the different gravitational forces that you would have through axis changes of the watch, right? So they did have a function, like that's why they were
in the
actually
pocket watch,
invented, right?
in the pocket watch, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I think
But in the wristwatch,
over
you're just
time,
moving it the whole time in all
yeah,
axes in all directions. So the difference would be minimal, you know, like it's not worth having to pay so much over the normal watch, and you have to pay this every time you service it because it's still a hassle in servicing. So you have to pay a lot more if you're servicing a tourbillon in comparison to
yeah,
a date watch or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
And I feel like if you have a tourbillon, like you want to also see it on the face of the dial, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Like what
Yeah,
they call a
I mean,
1 minute tourbillon when it's spinning around.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a stealth wealth thing, isn't it? It's
Mhm.
yeah. So
yeah,
nice watch. I mean, I love the
beautiful, beautiful.
dial.
Yeah, it's a work of art, you know, like these watches are like for people who really like art. They like the
Yeah,
design cues, they like the how the numerals are done on the dial, everything, you know.
Beautiful salmon dial as well. I mean,
Exactly,
lovely.
yeah. You have
Yeah,
10 days power reserve as well in such a
yeah,
small watch, which is pretty good.
really nice. This is one of my favorites, to be honest with you. I've always loved the gondola, especially with this salmon dial version.
Mm-hmm.
But I
yeah,
hadn't come across the tourbillon version and until recently. Yeah, really nice watch. Yeah.
yeah. It's beautiful, man. It doesn't get much better than that, really. It's
Yeah.
stunning.
I think Lange makes this cabaret watch, and these two are like the top of the line if you have a squared. Just fill them up with perpetual calendar or tourbillon or perpetual calendar tourbillon,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
So I got Gerard Perigo, the Infinity
Oh,
vintage 1945 Infinity edition. This is £15,100, which is quite a lot. I think it's 35 millimeters wide, and I think it came out in 2015. This is 30 meters
yeah,
water resistance using an in-house self-winding caliber GP03300 with patented grand date. Has 282 components, and the main feature on it is this nice onyx dial, and with a moon phase below the sub-second at 6 o'clock. You see the moon phase just hidden there.
yeah, and the date under the GP. I don't know why they
Yeah,
put GP and then they wrote Gerard Perigo under the date as well. Like, yeah, people know
yeah, it's
GP, and then
funny. Yeah, it's a bit like Grand Seiko, that, isn't it? It's
yeah,
a bit mixing up the
the dial is somehow too busy, even though it looks really nice, but this Gerard Perigo and under the date makes it you can't even read it half of the time because either the minutes or like look 10 at 10:10 and you cannot even read it, like the perfect position for showing a dial, and you cannot even read the brand name. So I think they should have just left the GP up on the 12 o'clock above from the date. And
yeah. Everything's sort of crammed into
yeah,
the middle, right? Yeah. Why have they put
the middle
Gerard
part you
Perigo
have,
under the
right?
GP? That's stupid. Yeah. So dumb.
And you have everything in between the 6 and the 12, you know, like in a vertical manner. You have the Swiss made, and then you have the running second and on top of the moon phase, and then the time telling, and then you have Gerard Perigo, and then you have the date, and then you have GP. So it's like, why? Like, are you trying to
Yeah.
connect same as the Pelicos, the first Pelicos, when we have like 5 lines and then the Tudor
Yeah.
up and the
yeah, too much writing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They should just let the GP at the top and not put the Cherub Perigo writing underneath the date. Definitely. But it's an interesting piece. I mean, I'd wear it.
Yeah. Besides that, like I like the case shape actually,
Yeah.
and the overall vibes from the watch is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I like even this triangular shape at the end of the lugs. Like it smoothes out the connection to the strap as well. It feels like more, instead of having a cut to a smaller strap than the lug, you have a little bit of smoothed ending, which I feel also makes it look even better on the wrist.
I remember this came out in like a skeleton version a little while ago, maybe a few years ago, and that one was really cool. Like it's got this blue sort of transparent dial. It's dope. I'll try and get a photo of that one. Yeah. Yeah, check this one out. It's pretty full on, but like
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And look here,
see,
here they decided going away from the GP logo.
yeah, but look, they've got the Breguet, they've got Breguets on there with the date. See, the skeletonized version of this one, it just takes it to another level.
Yeah,
This is cool.
really nice. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the moon phase, you see it from both sides. And I like that they put this. Oh, that's a thick watch.
Bit big, yeah. This one is big. I think
Yeah.
it's a bigger version.
The
But
discs, even you can see the discs that they are see-through. That's really nice. Yeah, I think they corrected the design cues that they thought that wasn't making any sense in the first one and this one. Because you don't see the GP, you don't see the even the writing of Gérard Perregaux. It's written in light gray, so it's not so visible. It doesn't take away from other stuff from the dial, so you feel like it's not so crammed.
Yeah. Yeah, but it depends whether you're into skeleton watches or not. I mean, you like your skeletons, don't you, JCB?
yeah, I do. I don't have one yet, but I'm getting into them definitely. Yeah, I like skeletons. I think they're just really good.
Even the moon phase is skeletonized. The moon itself, it's polished.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just an interesting watch, I think.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah.
Cool. So that was that one. Yeah, I remembered when you brought that one up, Thomas. I was like, I remember seeing a skeleton version, and there was a guy in Australia in a forum who was selling that one, and I remember having a good hard look at it, because he was selling it for really super cheap. That's the unfortunate thing with Gerard Perregaux. They don't really hold their value at all.
Yeah.
If you're in the market for one, secondary,
yeah, exactly.
on the secondary, you save yourself some good cash.
Yeah, you either buy it second hand and then keep it for life, or know beforehand you're losing. Even though you're paying a lot less than MSRP, you will lose more also when you sell it. So.
Yeah. So move on to the one that was on the thumbnail, which is the Langenhain George. Now, this Langenhain George released in 2017. Langenhain produced under 50 pieces a year because they spend so much time making their watches. For example, 40 minutes to polish a single screw, which cost them about €100 each. So if you think about the number of screws used in each watch, you can imagine how long it takes them to make a single watch. In 2017, they released the George, featuring a new rectangular movement, which is really nice. The name George comes from the 16th century Duke of Saxony, which is the state of Dresden, where the state in which Dresden is located. Dresden is only about 20 miles north of Glashütte, which is basically the centre of German watchmaking. They did 3 versions: 26,000 euros in red gold, 27,000 euros in white gold, or 53,000 euros in platinum, which is a lot of money. Quite an angular case with the brand signature triple look design. White enamel dials with Art Deco styled Arabic hour markers, and blue diamonds at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock on the railroad minute track. And a separate piece of white enamel is used on the bottom of the dial as a fairly large sub-seconds dial. This is attached to the main dial, of course. The Caliber 8 was a brand new movement from that Langenhain developed. Instead of the conventional bridges, you have stainless steel cocks that hold the gear train, and these expose the movement, giving it a 3-dimensional quality through the exhibition case back. And we'll just take a look at that. So there's the 3 different movement, 3 different types: white gold, red gold, or platinum. The platinum came with the gold hands, the other 2 came with the blued hands. And just move on. See there, it's nice. I love it. I think it's a really nice, classy design. Yeah. There's the movement. The movement has 55 hours of power reserve and is hand finished to high standards, including a small diamond used as the end stone of the balance staff. Just there.
Yeah.
And the watch is simple on the outside but complex on the inside, and the epitome of understated luxury. It's now available in stainless steel though, which is good, which is nice. But yeah, I thought a lovely watch. Bill Sanders, one of Bill Sanders' favorite brands, Langenhain.
Just amazing this movement. It looks so good and so minimal.
Yeah, but that's it with it's got a sapphire case back, so that's how you actually see it with it. It hasn't got the case back off there. It's just got a screwed down sapphire case back. It looks gorgeous watch, beautiful.
Yeah, it's that's a quality piece.
Yeah, made in Saxony. Really nice.
Yeah.
And the second hand, I really like that the second hand is elongated and has an arrow on the pointing end.
I like the way it says "Made in Saxony" on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like the watches that are written "Made in Genève" or Fabrique in Genève or something like that. So they're like, hey, we are not even made in Germany or not even made in Switzerland. We are made in this city. We are really proud of our handwork.
Yeah, so it's really nice, really classy watch, this one. One for the connoisseur, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on Langenhain, JCB?
I've got to be honest, I don't know much about them, to be honest. The only Lang that I know of is, obviously Lang & Son. Langenhain, I've heard of them, obviously, but I don't know much about the brand, really. Yeah. It's just one of those brands that I haven't... They don't have these here in Australia. I've had no exposure to these guys, growing up. I'm sure in Europe, where you guys are, they're probably, a lot more well-known over there. But, we don't really know much about them down here. So it's one of those brands that if you if you want to know about it, you have to go and look, and you know what I mean. Like you have to sort of, you know, go down that rabbit hole. And I just haven't had reason to go down that rabbit hole yet. So it seems like Lang & Heine. You know, I've heard Tim Mosso talk about them quite a bit, and he really likes them. So you know, that's just saying a lot, I think, in itself. If Tim goes on about them, then they must be doing something right. So yeah, I mean, and from that watch that you showed, I mean, you know, just seeing the movement and the work there, that's obviously very high quality, you know, manufacturer that they've got going on down there. So yeah, it probably, I feel like they're probably in a niche, like a dress watch kind of niche as well. Yeah. Like if you're into, you have to be really right into that niche, into that dress watch kind of niche to have these guys on your radar, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I visited their booth in 2018 in Baselworld and 19 as well, and just had the watches in my hand, tried them out. Just such quality and such beauty for watches. Really, really great watches. I remember recently. I don't know if that they split, but and Lange is making his own company or making his own watches now. I'm just trying to find out if there is a news article, but maybe later we can look that out. But really nice watches.
Yeah. Here's an interesting one for you then, the next one. Don't know whether you've seen this one. The Vacheron Historique Jalousie Shutter. This was brought out in 1997. It's an 18 karat white gold case on black alligator strap with 18 karat white gold tang buckle and Maltese cross on it. Designed to pay homage to a similar reference from the 1930s with engraved sides, it has a silver grain dial with indices and white gold and blued hands with a sub-second dial at 6 o'clock. And the Vacheron caliber 1017 is based on a JLC 822 Reverso caliber from the Grand Thai. The cabochon covered switch at the bottom here opens the shutters to reveal the time.
Nice.
There are only dozens made in each metal. A very limited production indeed at this watch. So
if you need to tell the time, you have to press on the watch and tell the time. Otherwise, it's closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found it fascinating. This
interesting. One. Yeah. Very interesting. I've never seen this one, Tom. Never seen this one. Yeah. Okay.
It's really cool. Really, really cool. I think that's like the perfect watch for a meeting. So you're just it's closed until you want to okay, now it's time to end the meeting. I will look at the watch and press on the watch so that people know, okay, now it's the end for the meeting.
But it's also a bit of a pain in the ass when you're in a meeting, because you know, in a meeting sometimes, like, you want to look at your watch, just to see, quick, you're like, how much longer of this meeting have I got to sit through? You know what I mean? Like, and you don't want to look rude. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever like looked down? Like you're consciously just trying to look at the time, but not let anyone see you. This one you have to press.
You have to press. That's why I'm saying it's like you end the meeting because everybody will know that you want to go out now. You know.
Yeah. Well, they'll be like, okay, it's time to go now.
It's time to go now.
It's funny.
Yeah, it has these nice engraved sides, which are like quite nice engravings on the sides. But yeah, it's funky the way it opens. You slide the cabochon, and
so you slide it across.
Slide it across,
yeah.
I thought you press on it. Okay.
No, you slide it across. So the little cabochon, cabochon on the bottom there.
Yes. Now I see it. Okay, you slide it across, and then it just raises these bars that you can see
And
Okay.
they move. They shutters open up.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really nice.
super cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, very cool.
It's a talking point, but not one for everyone. But
I like it
definitely,
too.
I like it. Yeah, it's a funky one.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Imagine if you're like really suited up, you know, wearing a tux or like some sort of, you know, like a suit, cruising around with that. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
Cool
really
piece.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, it's just that's a statement piece for sure. Very cool.
Very funky, isn't it?
Mm.
So another one. Let's see what else we got next.
You're pulling out some really
Roger
some,
Dubuis.
some
This
funk pieces.
one's
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a very nice one.
$30,000. This one. A Roger Dubuis, much more perpetual calendar in 18-karat rose gold case, surrounding an orangey dial on black alligator strap with an 18-karat rose gold tang buckle. Features a moon phase at 8 o'clock and a date wheel at 4 o'clock with calendar windows at the top under the brand name, with a leap year indicator at 3 o'clock. An Art Deco style, a limited series of 28. The movement is based on a Longines L990 caliber, originally designed in 1978. The movement has been highly finished through and tested to ISO 3159 to test the whole watch rather than just test the movement like COSC certification does, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So it's a quite an acquired taste, this one, but it's a busy dial. It's got the moon phase at 8 o'clock. It's got the date at 4 o'clock, and then you've got the month, day, and month under the name. So it's quite a busy one.
Funky.
Not one for everyone, but I like it. I quite like it.
Me as well. It looks funky, like GCB said. It looks like somehow the gold and the blue and just work together somehow. Really nice.
Yeah, that was
The,
sort of a
I'd say the
tangent.
date apertures are pretty small on this one too. If you have a look on the dial, they could have made them a bit bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, where's the magnifying glass? You need a cyclops on those things, man.
Yeah, and anytime between 11 and 1, you won't see them. And anytime between 55 and 5, you won't see them as well. So
yeah, that's funky, man.
Yeah, an acquired taste. So not for everyone, but I like it. Yeah, like I was saying. So move on from Roger Dubuis. And this is quite a well-known one. Again, not strictly rectangular. A bit of a tonneau case here. This is a Parmigiani Calpa XL Hebdomadaire Anniversaire. A beautiful watch, this one. I really like this one. It's a stainless steel case with a fixed bezel, blackish greyish dial with delta-shaped hands and luminescent coating. This one has a Hermes alligator strap with a folding clasp. The dial displays hours, minutes, sub-seconds, a power reserve indicator and date. Uses a manual wind in-house Parmigiani Fluor caliber PF110 containing 28 joules, and has a power reserve of 8 days. The movement can be admired through the exhibition case back and is water resistant up to 30 meters. Yeah, a really nice watch. And Parmigiani, I saw them at Watch Pro salon last year with the PF Tonda, and I've got a lot of appreciation for Parmigiani now. And they definitely do a lot of in-house stuff themselves, don't they, Abdul?
I really like this one as well. Really, really nice watch. Parmigiani makes amazing watches, and I remember a couple of years ago when Bill got the Hebdomarin, he was always talking about it, that it's really nice, and it was, I think the earlier models, they were like 5,000 on the secondary market. Hey, Pocket
Hi,
Watch.
Pocket Watch. Good to see you.
Hey, Pocket Watch. Good
I think
morning.
the prices now went up after the new CEO and their new models, the secondary prices, but still they're really fine watchmaking.
Yeah, lovely watches these, I think.
Yeah, I'm yet to get a Parmigiani on the wrist, actually. Unfortunately, we just don't get them down here in my neck of the woods,
Really?
which is a real shame. But from what I've seen and heard, they're just making quality pieces, and I like this tonneau shaped case that they do, and you can see the quality and the texture in the dial there. It just looks fantastic. Just a
Yeah.
cool looking piece. Yeah, I like that one.
Beautiful. Lovely watch. So we'll just skip on. Love the Parmigiani. No, got lots of love for them. No disrespect for skipping on, but got a few more.
Yeah.
A Langer. So this is not strictly
Square
rectangular.
or rectangular.
Yeah, it's on Grand Arcade. This is 14,000, or was 14,000. This is made from 2002 to 2005. A rose gold case with a silver dial and applied gilt owl markers and Roman numerals. Polished gilt alpha hands, or dagger hands as they've been referred to. Gilt edge big day aperture at 12 o'clock. Sub-seconds at 6 o'clock. The arched rectangular case has an exhibition case back showing the caliber L911.2 manual wind movement with 30 joules adjusted to 5 positions. Quick set burner at 2 o'clock. Fitted with a black Langer crocodile strap and with signed 18-karat buckle. And it's quite an attractive watch. They did make some ladies' versions which were smaller, and then they made a Grand Arcade which was bigger.
Well, I was going to actually say, like, I don't know what it is, but something about this shape of this case, it just seems a bit feminine to me.
I was just gonna say for me as well.
Yeah.
Like I know that Langer makes also this cabaret. I sent you the link in the chat as well, and it's a rectangular shape. But this one, the movement looks really nice. It's the usual very good watchmaking from Langer.
Have you got the cabaret lined up, Thomas?
I'll bring that up.
Yeah, bring up the cabaret is a whole nother level, man. That's a freak of a watch.
I think if you're going for the rectangular shaped Lange, then the cabaret is definitely the choice.
Just even a rectangular watch, full stop. You'd have to have that. That's got to be at the top, like at the top of your list, really. Like, there's not much that comes close to it. I reckon it's pretty sick watch.
Yeah, you get
It's not for everyone. Looks wise, but when you delve deep into that watch, into the details, and look at it, it's pretty sick watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice quality piece, man. I don't know. I hate to think how much it will cost the cabaret, but probably about $100,000 or something.
Yeah. There is one that I sent in the chat, is a platinum tourbillon perpetual calendar. So you have like just throw every complication that you can get in the case and put it in one case shape with the most expensive metal to work on.
Yeah,
And,
this is 125,000 euros. This one.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
One.
That's lovely, Abdul.
And this one is the big date with the running seconds power reserve and the tourbillon on the front.
Yeah, I think I like the one with the dark dial. I think it's like a dark gray one. But this, yeah, that's still nice. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
That is a nice watch, Abdul. That's really, really, really nice.
Have a look at this one, Thomas.
Yeah, that's really nice, Abdul.
And you can see the movement. No close-ups of the movement. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as close as you get to the movement, I think. Beautiful watch.
Which one did you have in mind, GCB?
That one.
Wow.
So it's got like see this sort of textured dial here, but then look at this work they've done in the middle.
Wow.
It's full on.
That's
this
so,
one. I think this one.
Classy.
I think this is like the updated version of the one that you showed. I think this one might have come out maybe last year or the year before, something like that. But yeah, I mean, this thing is just insane, man. I wasn't really into it when I first saw it, but then after a while, I just was looking at it one day. I spent like, I don't know, just about 10-15 minutes just looking at these photos, and I was just like blown away at how much work they've put into this piece. It's just stunning.
Wow,
Machine.
look at that.
It's a lot of
piece.
handwork.
Yeah, they've really gone to town on this piece. It's really up there. Yeah, I think, what's that, limited edition to 30 pieces, maybe?
30 pieces, yeah. Yeah, look at that work on the dial. It looks like somehow hand or wheel turned guilloche or something like that. Really nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
the grey dial looks great, doesn't it? Wow, look at that.
Same pattern as on the dial.
Yep. Yeah, these guys, they don't mess around, man.
Yeah.
Like they just don't mess around. When they do something, they do it really properly. They just do it properly, man.
I think I heard somewhere that quality control in Lange, the Lange Zone, they after they finish everything, they build up the watch, test it out that it's working, take everything apart again, and then put it back again, and it should work.
So that's
315. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that work doesn't come cheap, boys. That's the issue. But if you got the pennies, then you gotta look at that.
Yeah, like Tom mentioned, the screws on the Lange and Hein cost 100 euros to make each screw. So, like, imagine on this, how much would this a hand chiseled dial or movement parts would be?
Yeah. So another one I got up was the this one, the Audemars Piguet, Edward Piguet minute repeater in platinum.
Wow.
Only 20 pieces made from 1999 to 2001. Platinum case with exhibition case back, where you can observe the striking mechanism at work. Uses a caliber 2877 movement with 33 jewels. There are 3 hammers and 3 gongs for the minute repeater. And there's a silvered engine turned dial with brushed center, Arabic and luminous dot numerals, and luminous hands, engine turned sub-seconds, fan form sectors for power reserve and minute repeating indication, and repeating is by the slide on the left. Original retail price in 2000 was $340,000. So this is a bit of a banger, this one.
Wow.
That's cool.
Wow. The movement looks really nice.
Yeah.
So you can see the gongs there, just...
Yep.
Yeah. These bridges look really cool as well. And the whole movement really looks really nice. Yeah. Edition limité, 20 pieces. Edward Piguet.
A cool piece, eh?
Yeah, really nice. I would wonder how much it costs now on the secondary market, if it was 300K back then. Because I don't know, AP in square shaped, if they do hold up their value or not. I guess it would be over 100, at least over.
What's the size of this thing, Thomas?
This one is £92,000.
Wow.
It's got 21% off. It was £116,000.
Mm-hmm.
So it's come down three times.
Actually, yeah, 60%, 67% of the original price, which is not bad at all for a.
Well, yeah, considering it was $340,000, it's a quarter of the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a platinum minute repeater, AP, 20 pieces limited.
And it's just a funky looking piece too, like the way the numerals are and the way that they've done all of the information on the dial. Like, it's just cool. It's just a really cool piece.
Yeah.
It is nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Power reserves and then the. Could you actually set the gong if you wanted per hours or quarters of an hours or minutes? Is that actually possible?
Sure. It's got a minute repeater indicator, so I don't know whether that's for the winding up of the minute repeater, or
because it has
like
like hours.
A power reserve for the minute repeater.
Because the power reserve is on the right for the movement. I have no idea, but
power reserve's on the left for the. No, it's on the right for the movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the left, you've got this minute repeater indicator. So I don't know whether it's saying it says that you can set hours for quarter hours or for minutes.
For minutes, right? Yeah. That's
really
I think
you can set it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I don't
giving
see
you
that
like
much. Triple, yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's like a triple sonnery, yeah. That's pretty cool. Fuck, that's pretty cool, man.
This watch is a lot of buck for the money. I have to say, a lot of complication for what you're paying.
Yeah, it's nice. I really like it.
Yeah, like pocket watches, petite. It's really good size for a minute repeater. Usually, minute repeaters are either thick or big.
Yeah, like Pocket says, such a petite minute repeater. But yeah, beautiful movement. So, a beautiful AP there. And we talked about Urwerk earlier on, the Urwerk bridge, the Urwerk collaboration with Laurent Ferrier, and I go on to another different shaped watch like an Urwerk, and we go to the Christopher Claret Extreme 1.
Ooh.
This was in a 2012 release.
Far out.
This is 272,000 Swiss francs. And the Extreme stands for Experimental Time Research Engineering Mechanism. It's got a caliber FLY 111 hand-wound movement with 50 hours power reserve. Twin barrels, one for the movement gear train and one for the time indication. Flying tourbillon inclined at 30 degrees with Swiss type lever. That's a 3 Hertz 21,600 VPH. Hours and minutes indicated by spheres, glass spheres inside sapphire tubes, driven by a magnetic field, which
Wow.
so it raises these magnetic balls to tell the time on the side.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Taking magnetism to a higher level.
It's crazy. And apparently Christopher Claret was saying that there's only one company that makes those sapphire tubes. So it's got
What happens if the watch gets magnetized? Then you're fucked.
Then you're
So it's got
always saying the same time.
Seconds on the tourbillon cage. There's also a jumping hour fast adjustment movement at 12 o'clock. The skeletonized barrel uses precisely shaped magnetic fields in a mechanical movement. There's no mechanical connection between the indicators or the movement. So there's no connection between the magnetic indicators and the movement. So it won't magnetize the watch. And there's 419 components and 64 jewels.
Wow.
Limited to 8 pieces in each metal. So they do a white gold, a yellow gold, and I think some sort of crazy blue version. But yeah, it's a wacky piece, this one.
Really cool. Wow. That's the winding mechanism.
Yeah, they're the barrels at the back.
Yeah, and it's nice that they put the crowns on the back, because with that kind of case shaped, you don't want anything to be protruding from anywhere, right? Because on both sides you have the hours and the minutes. So either you put it on the 12 o'clock or at the back.
And there's the tourbillon. But crazy how it... Let's see. I can't make these pictures any bigger, I'm afraid. Sorry.
It's like a time machine.
It's just like a time machine, yeah.
That's really nice. That's really experimental. That's when you know if somebody's wearing this watch, you know that this person is definitely on the edge of horology. He had the Pateks, he had the APs, he had even the Independence something, or she wants something much more experimental.
Yeah, an interesting one, this one. And yeah, Pocket saying it's unique but nice cup of tea. That's what's so great about the hobby, Pocket. There's so many things out there that we can choose what we like.
Exactly.
So, Christopher Claret, that's an oddball one for us all out there. So I thought we'd finish with the brand everyone talks about, which is
Which one? There's a few.
Rolex
Not
Prince.
Rolex. Rolex, yeah. Rolex Prince, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, the Rolex Cellini Prince. Now this is a great site. This I must give a shout out to Grail Watch and Stephen Foskett's site. It's an absolutely brilliant site. This, and I'll link this article. I'll put the link to this article in the private in the chat, so that you can.
Hey, Chili Badger.
You can read this article. Hi, Chili Badger. Good to see you.
Chili Badger. Cellini Prince, yeah, that's a cool piece. There's quite a few different variations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only Rolex model with a see-through case back, right?
Yeah, originally introduced in 1928. Rolex produced a line of regular watches for many users, and it was known as the Doctor's Watch, which is funny. It's, you can see here, and it was Al Capone's watch as well. And then released at Basel World again. I mean, this article's brilliant. I've put the link in the chat. You really ought to check it out. It's a brilliant site, Grail Watch. And then released at Basel World again.
Oh, the black one is really nice.
Released at Basel World in 2005 and discontinued in 2015. Famous for being the only Rolex with an exhibition case back showing the highly decorated Rolex movement. Yeah, there are several different ones. There's the this yellow gold one, and a white gold one. And these go for second. I've seen these second hand for €15,000. So they're still keeping the price. A lovely
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful, that, isn't it? And then
that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite one as well, with the rectangular dials.
Yeah.
So it's got the two hands at the top telling the time, and then the seconds underneath. There's the caliber decorated movement you can see with
Very
the
cool.
only Rolex exhibition case back.
That looks really nice.
When did they stop making these?
2015, they discontinued the.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to buy a Rolex in the AD and you had the chance to have 15,000 on your hand, and you could have buy directly at Daytona. And the only way that you can buy if you buy this one is you really like square rectangular watches more than round watches.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have any problems buying one of those if it meant getting a Daytona.
Yeah,
for sure. I'd get no problem.
I don't even want a Daytona. I don't like them.
No, man.
If I got one, I'd just sell it grey market straight away. I'd flip it straight away.
I really like them. I especially like the rose gold on the oyster flex. That's just so beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, the oyster flex ones, the gold ones on the oyster flex have been quite nice recently, I think. Generally not a fan. I think they're too small. I tried a rose gold one on next to a Sedna Gold Speedmaster and the Cedric Speedmaster won over the Daytona. Daytona was just too small and legible. I couldn't read the time on it.
Well, what's going to happen when they bring out a 41mm Daytona, man?
They
The
need to. Next year's the
internet,
60th
the whole
anniversary.
internet's going to break, man. Fuck.
Next year's, I think it's the 60th or 70th anniversary of the Daytona, and they've got. I think it's the 60th anniversary, and they've got and the 70th anniversary of the Submariner, and they've got to bring out a 41 or 42mm case. I think they'll bring out 41. I think they'll bring out 41mm case in line with all the other other cases they've got at the moment.
I agree. Maybe new colors. Maybe make a left-hand sided Submariner or a left-hand sided chronograph. That seems to be the new trend. Just make something left-hand sided and sell it for much more money.
Yeah, so I go from the Prince, which was Al Capone's watch, and I'll end on one more watch. Which was not a real gangster's watch, but one was seen in a film. This is the Omega La Magique, and this was Scarface's watch, Tony Montana's watch.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
Montana.
I can't make it any bigger, I'm afraid. But there may be.
Yeah, I thought his one had a bracelet. Was that it? There.
That's the one.
Yeah. La Magique. Nice.
One of 261 produced.
Is that a see-through circular?
It is. Yeah, the dial is see-through. The dial is actually see-through. So it's.
So it has like a pulley and chain, some kind of form of
some sort of disc
chain.
I don't know how the hands are running, but there must be some sort of disc or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they generally work off discs. Those things. So you have the hands are actually set in these discs, and the discs move around. Yeah. But yeah, super cool.
Yeah, so from Al Capone's Rolex Cellini to Scarface's Omega La Magique.
Gangster watches.
I was watching Scarface, like just the last scene on YouTube the other day, just the very last scene of the shootout in his house.
Yeah,
man, I think I watched it about 3 or 4 times in a row. It's hilarious. It's so funny. It's like it's one of the best scenes in a movie. So good.
Yeah, there are like scenes that are so famous, like the dance in Pulp Fiction, where John Travolta and Uma Thurman dances.
Yeah.
The ending of Scarface, like there are scenes that if you see them anywhere in the world, you're like, oh, that's the scene.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah, nice one.
So if you've enjoyed the show, guys, please give us a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, please do. It's an invitation to subscribe. And if anyone else wants to bring up anything, did you want to bring up the Patek releases or anything, JCB?
Oh no, not really. I'm gonna jump off, but I just wanted to say well done, and thanks, Thomas, for putting all those watches together. Thomas. That was a really good effort. There was a few really good ones there, and a few ones I'd never seen before and I'd never heard of before. So, and it's always, as a watch enthusiast, it's always good to keep learning and to have new watches to see and to look at. So, thanks a lot, man. Some really nice ones in there. Some good watches. Yeah, I think I personally really dig tonneau cases, like tonneau shaped watches. So maybe we'll have a look at those in another couple of months or something. But there's something about like rectangular shapes. Like they're good on the wrist, but they're a bit too square. With the tonneau, it just makes that shape a bit more organic, and so it seems like it's a bit more natural for the wrist, and so I think that's why that's why I probably like them a little bit. To my little friend, yeah, that's it. When he's at the end and he's just getting pumped full of bullets, and he's still like going with his machine gun, it is like the best. Anyway, yeah. So thanks, Thomas. That was really cool. But
Great job, Thomas.
We should probably leave it there. And, we'll catch you.
We'll see you all next time, everyone. Oh, Bafaris, we've got to say thank you, Bafaris. Yeah,
thanks, Bafaris.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So thanks for everyone, and we'll see you next time in a fortnight. Take care, and
bye, everyone.
Yeah, see you next time.
Cheers.